Hello! I'm gonna test my chat real quick. Hold on. The fucking pregnant guy, emoji reaction. So yeah, this is my VTuber model. I think it's pretty cool. I actually made it myself. Also, I'm sorry if my mic is bad. I was trying to fix it, but I don't really know how to fix it right now. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. I need to pull up my chat. There's also been some thunderstorms tonight, and a lot of raining. Where's my chat? Where's my chat, bro? Where's my chat? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use pop-out chat. Here we go. Oh goodness, it's kinda big. It's kinda big on my screen. Hi, Kyle. Ooh. Where did my pop-out chat go? Oh, here it is. Okay, now it's smaller. God damn it. Still can't see it. What the flip? Sorry, I'm having issues, chat. I don't usually use my PC for stuff. trying to make it smaller. But I'm not sure how to do that. Wait a minute. Whoa. That was kind of scary. I did something weird. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Okay. Think we should be good now? Hold on. Okay. Okay, so getting to the meat of this stream, we're gonna be talking about the Yummi and Juni callout doc. I have it right here. Let me just pop out chat again. My bad. Okay. Think we're good now. Oh, the pop out chat didn't work. What the heck? This is so weird. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I fixed it. I can see chat now. Alright, so... Oops. I lost chat. My bad. So this is a 19-page callout doc. PSA on Yummi Cactus and Juni Draws. Content warning, Nazism, anti-Semitism, cyberbullying, CSAM, abuse, and pro-shipping. Before we get into this, I'm gonna pull up my chat on my phone because what I'm doing isn't working. I don't know what's going on with my PC. No, my PC. Okay. I'll be able to read chat in a minute. Hold on. Okay, think we're good now. My bad. Okay, so PSA on Yummy Cactus and Juni Draws. Content warning, Nazism, anti-Semitism, cyberbullying, CSAM, abuse, and pro-shipping. That's quite a mouthful. Alright. Let's see. Before you continue, know that this document is not made out of spite and is simply a way to have others be aware of the issues caused by these two individuals. Yeah, don't worry, I can see you now. Juni Draws and Yummy Cactus are both semi-popular content creators known primarily for their commentary and animation-based content. However, recently, multiple people have come forward to talk about their personal experiences with the two. I have contacted a few of the people in this document, and they have fact-checked their sections so I can have the most accurate and up-to-date information possible. This document will reflect that by being changed/updated when new or relevant information appears. Please note, while both of these creators are mentioned, a majority of concerns raised in this document will be directed at Yummy Cactus specifically. Section 1. Misinformation and oh my god, I can't speak. Speculation. Okay. Yummy and Juni have both had issues with misinformation/speculation in their community videos. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. Speculation. It should not be that hard for me. Fact-checking and getting both sides of the story is a large part of commentary since it can provide the most accurate information of the situation at hand. Most notable instance currently is Yummy's YouTube video about TikToker, You're Triple Blocked, Anti-Pro-Ship OC, and Tina. While I will not get much into the drama itself because it is ongoing, the main issue with this is that in Yummy's video, they had a section with the TikToker's ex-real-life friends and made false statements regarding the user being a Nazi without fact-checking or showing any evidence. Also, I heard Yummy say that this thumbnail right here was clickbait. And they said like, "Oh, I'm not actually calling this OC a Nazi, but the thumbnail is quite literally you saying that their OC is a Nazi." Like, huh? Like, I am like mind blown. Like, what does the thumbnail not matter? Also, I'm sorry for my stuttering. I have a speech impediment. But like, does the thumbnail not count? Huh? Like, is the thumbnail separate from the video? I don't think so. 'Cause like, huh? Like, my mind is like blown. It's stupid. We'll get into Yummy's we'll get into Triple Block's videos on TikTok, and then we'll get into like Yummy's response and everything after this. But yeah, I'm just, this is kind of crazy, saying that, you know, you're not calling this OC that triple blocked maid is a Nazi, and then putting it as the literal thumbnail of the video is insane. I'm sorry. I don't like that. You can't just run away like that. You can't just say that and run away and say like, "Oh no, I wasn't calling them a Nazi." You literally are. Like, look. Stupid. Okay, continuing on. Sadly enough, this is not the only instance that has occurred where Yummy has made a video filled with assumptions. YouTuber Shister had a controversy with Yummy when they were contacted about an upcoming video Yummy was going to make about them. At the time, Yummy had been friends with Shister's abuser known as Slimed Alien, and went ahead to post a video which downplayed the abuse Shister had endured. Oh yeah, I saw that video, by the way. This is not good. Not good. I did not like that. Also, you want to know something crazy? I used to be, this is kind of off topic, but I used to be in Shister's server, and in the drama chat, I said something like, "Oh, Yummy's VTuber is ugly" or something, because I didn't like the mix of the blue and orange, and this mod was like, "Hey, you can't say that in here," and I was like, "Oh, sorry." And they weren't speaking to me really nice, and I was telling them like, "Hey, can you like speak to me in a more respectful way so I can better understand you? Because I can't understand someone when they're like, you know, talking rudely or disrespectfully." And no, they kept on talking to me disrespectfully and being rude and stuff. And, you know, I was saying, you know, it's my autism, you know. I need things. I don't need people to be rude to me, because when someone is rude to me, I don't understand. And that's part of my autism. Which should be something that's obvious with autism. But yeah, they just straight up banned me for that. And it was like, ugh. It made me really mad, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like that. And kinda disappointed in Shister, because they were like, "Oh, what did they say?" I know I have the DMs with them, but I know, Kyle. Explain. You can't understand something properly, you still get banned. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm kinda disappointed in Shister with that. Because they were saying, oh, you gotta protect your peace and stuff. But like, and they were also sending like a bunch of unnecessary emojis, and they weren't even taking me very seriously when I was telling them about what happened. So that was great. I was thinking about making a video on it, but I'm not too sure, because I don't really like Shister's server. Looking back at it, I think it's kind of dumb. Because Shister was getting mad that people were only joining for like drama-related stuff, when they quite literally have a drama-related channel. Like, obviously people are gonna talk about drama if you have a drama-related channel. Like, that's kinda silly, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways. Yeah, Kyle, I was polite about it. But they just straight up banned me. Yeah, probably won't make a video about it, but still didn't like it. It was very, very disappointed in sister there. I still consider myself friends with them, but like, still disappointed that they allowed that to happen. Like, they didn't even do anything about it. They didn't even unban me or anything. Anyways, let's continue. Because of Yummy's friendship with Slime Alien, Yummy asked far more questions to them specifically, which made the video come across as defending or excusing many of Slime's actions rather than keeping a balance for both of them and sister to share their experience. Another instance was when YouTuber Cupidite had a video posted on them by Yummy about them having and spreading CSAM, child sexual assault material, to minors. The issue with this was how Yummy went to post a video full of misinformation and did not show the entire context of what happened. CSAM is a serious topic, and this shows Yummy's carelessness with the fact that they blocked Cupidite afterward, insinuating this was out of pure malice and not accidental. Also, I'm pretty sure Yummy and Juni took down these two videos. I actually checked their channel like a day ago, and they took these down. They're not on their channel anymore, which is good. Yummy's partner Juni had posted a response later that month, apologizing for Yummy's actions and explained the entire situation, though the original video is still up. These videos aren't up anymore. Just to reiterate. Yeah, the problem I have with Juni apologizing for Yummy's actions is like, come on, you shouldn't have to apologize for what Yummy does. Like, Yummy needs to apologize, not you. Like, maybe tell that to Yummy, because, like, Yummy is the one who has to apologize. Not Juni, because Juni didn't do anything. Also, I'm not talking about the current Cupidite stuff, and how Juni said, like, oh, Cupidite Cupidite abused me, which is not true. I'm sorry, it's not true. I'm an abuse victim. I'm not trying to say that I'm like better than you, Juni, but like, what was in the doc, what was in the recent doc was not abuse. Off topic, but I watched one of Yummy's vids about Cupidite and it was so bad. Like, they took forever to get to the point and speak about the allegations, LMAO. Yeah, That's what I don't like about Yummy's videos. Like, it takes them so long to get to the point. I don't like it. And, like, it just bores me. Like, please just get to the... Just get to the meat, bro. But yeah. Juni shouldn't have to apologize for Yummy's actions. Yummy should apologize for their actions, but they haven't. Yeah, Yummy hasn't even apologized for this. Which I don't like. Oh, and during this time, Cupidite was, like, making these, community posts on their channel about, like, how they were gonna commit, you know, commit S word. I don't know if I can say that on a YouTube live stream, but I'm just gonna call it S word. And Yummy here, said, oh, they're suicide baiting. Like, are you not worried about Cupidite? Like, Cupidite is literally claiming that they want to off themselves, but Yummy is like, oh, you're suicide baiting. Oh, you're suicide baiting, which is stupid. You should be worried about them. Like, you almost ruined their life over this, which was accidental. You almost ruined their life over something that was accidental. Oh my god. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I just don't like Yummy. I don't like their actions either. Probably because Yummy doesn't care or doesn't feel bad about what they did. Yeah, exactly. Like, they show absolutely no sympathy for the people they cover. Such as, Cupidite and Triple Blocked. They show no sympathy for them. That's also what I don't like about Yummy. They show no sympathy. Section 2, personal drama. Both Juni and Yummy have had instances where their videos were biased due to the fact that they had a personal connection with the individual involved. The fact that they are handling certain allegations, drama, and controversy while allowing their personal relationships to influence their coverage can remove their credibility as commentary creators. Genuinely, I don't think Yummy or Juni should be in commentary. I'm gonna say it. They shouldn't be in commentary. I'm sorry. They should not be in commentary. Okay? I said it. Shouldn't be in commentary. Instances of personal drama getting involved with their videos include Cupidite. Juni states in their response video that Yummy had posted this out of malice intent. Juni states in their response video that Yummy involved himself in the situation simply because they were angry at Cupidite. That's actually crazy. Bias doesn't have a place in commentary. I mean, you can be biased sometimes in commentary, but, like, it definitely depends on what you're commentating on. I think in some cases you can be biased, but I think a lot of the time you have to remain unbiased. I mean, it just depends. Juni retracted their statements because they and Cupidite are no longer friends. Entire situation started because Cupidite joked about Yummy and Juni's relationship. Yeah, that was really stupid. Mid-dating mid. It all started with that, mid-dating mid. Which is kind of crazy. Like, as Ace said, Ace Space said, you gotta just ignore that stuff. You know, you just gotta ignore the mean comments. Like, maybe don't even interact, or just say like, hey, I didn't like that. You know, stuff like that. Like, communication is key, y'all. Communication is key. Making a call out on someone just because you don't like them is crazy work. For real. Yeah. Like, I think Yummy just has a personal vendetta against Cupid at this point. It's very obvious. Neither can handle criticism. Yeah. I noticed that Yummy and Juni love to delete comments that criticize them, which I actually stated in my Cupidite video like a month ago. Cinnamon Barf. I actually watched the video on this, and I think the situation was kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Cause, like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I think, okay, so my take, buying DoorDash for someone on the internet you barely even know, cause, I'm gonna say it, even when you're friends with someone on the internet, you don't completely know who they are. They're still a stranger to you. So, I think buying DoorDash for a person on the internet is stupid. And I think Juni should have known better. I'm sorry if that was a controversial take, but I said what I said. That's just my opinion. Like, honestly, if there was someone telling me to buy me DoorDash, if there was someone telling me to buy me DoorDash on the internet, I wouldn't do it, because obviously I don't know them. I don't know them in person. So, like, why would I do that? Buying DoorDash for your friends is one thing, but don't make it a consistent thing. Yeah. I still think it's kind of stupid to buy someone DoorDash over the internet when they're a complete stranger. I think that's silly. Also, I think Cinnamon Barf should have bought the DoorDash himself. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Kyle. I would only buy my IRL friends DoorDash because obviously I know them. I know them in real life. But if it's like someone on the internet, then I can't really trust that. I just think Juni should have known better. Not victim blaming, by the way. That's just my opinion. So the Cinnamon Barf stuff. Both Yumi and Juni's videos have personal bias when talking about the issues with Jack. Yeah, they do. Not gonna lie. Blamed Jack for Yummy's TikTok hate account. Blamed Jack for Yummy's negative comments. Both Yummy and Juni stated that Jack exploited Juni for DoorDash when they were friends. I think exploiting is kind of a strong word to use in this situation. Also, Jack is Cinnamon Barf, by the way. He also goes by Jack. Anal bones. Oh god, not this person. They were in my comments section too on the Cupidite video. I was they commented Hitler is bad, and I said, but I agree with you. But what are you doing in my comments? So anal bones. Juni states in their video about Anal Bones that they did have a personal gripe with him after a raid he did on their server. I remember watching that video back then. Juni and Anal Bones are currently friends. Ugh. Eek. Also, if you guys didn't know, Anal Bones is a necrophile. Anal Bones is a necrophile. I don't know why Juni would want to be friends with a necrophile, but okay. I think that's really concerning. Juni added me to a group chat with him, and we played Danny's World for 3 hours straight. Oh, we had a stream planned, but we didn't have time. Yeah. I'm not sure if Anal Bones is getting help. I haven't heard anything about that. I do hope they're getting help. I really do, because I think necrophilia is awful and should not be normalized or supported or romanticized, any of that. Yeah, for real. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised he gets away with that. You. Oh my god, I am stuttering so much. I'm so sorry. My fucking speech impediment. I'm kind of scared to work at the mall near. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. But I'm kind of scared to work a job in retail, or that kind of stuff, because I kind of stutter a lot, and I don't want to be stuttering to customers. I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I am struggling. I can't get my words out. It's really difficult to speak sometimes. Don't know if anyone told you this yet, but I think your VTuber isn't working properly. I don't know. I'm mostly drawing at the moment. Let me check. Actually, it is working. I think. Oh wait. Hold on. Yeah, I should probably get speech therapy. I'm really sick of the stuttering that I have to go through. I'll try to fix my VTuber later. I guess the animation isn't working for some reason. That's kind of weird. Let me see. I'm gonna check the microphone settings. Is it working? Meow. Oh, okay. Okay, it is moving on your screen. Okay. That's kind of weird. I guess it's working for some people and it isn't working for others. I'll try to fix that later. I'm gonna get through this doc first, and then I can see what I can do. Alright. Shister. Yummi was friends with Shister's abuser at the time, leading the video posted to have some bias and downplayed their harmful actions. Please note this is only highlighting instances where Juni and Yummi let their personal opinions influence certain topics. This is not about the entirety of these dramas. Section 3, Hypocrisy. Oh boy, this is a big one. I don't like how they're so hypocritical with things. Juni and Yummi. I don't like when they're, doing that. With the recent controversy going on with TikToker You're Triple Blocked, posts on Juni and Yummi's hypocrisy on certain situations are starting to be shown. Yummi's video on You're Triple Blocked points out the fact that their OC and Tina resembles a Nazi due to broad factors such as the color scheme and military-esque design, through Yummi's OC also is in a military uniform. This is an issue because of the fact both Juni and Yummi have recolored their OCs to be like the communist flag. I think this point is kind of dumb because, communism isn't the same as Nazism. I was educated on that by Glass Raven. Who is in my chat, bro, saying this? Didn't you accidentally date a 9-year-old? I think you should go check my previous stream on that. Cause I made a whole document on that. You can go check that out. I didn't accidentally date them, by the way. They actually lied to me about their age. Yeah, true. I've been seeing a lot of communist jokes. Anyways. But yeah, if you want to know about the 9-year-old thing, you can just go check my previous stream on it. Anyways, back to this. I did break up with the 9-year-old when I found out about his age. Yeah. Juni has stated previously that they in fact allowed to make this joke because they are Jewish. This does not excuse Yummi's character having the design, nor the fact that this is posted to the public. Yeah, I mean, I don't like when people joke about I don't like when people joke about communism, because I do think it has been harmful to some people. But I mean, at the same time, I don't really care about it, honestly. Another issue is with their situation with Cinnamon Barf on TikTok. Both have stated that Cinnamon Barf / Jack exploited Juni and their fans by asking for DoorDash, while Juni has also asked for their fans to do things for them as well, which can be seen as exploitation if going by that logic. The two were friends at the time during the DoorDash incident. Picture from this TikTok. Exploiting your fans for homework answers, I see. Can I view this? Hold on. I don't think I can. I was gonna make it bigger, but I'm not sure if I can. Jack also got my card shut down on Easter and didn't give a fuck, lol. Yeah, that's really weird, but I have a Discord if you want to send me proof of that. Okay, Kenny, you can send it to me on Discord if you need. Yeah, homework is so much different from DoorDash. Yeah, it really is. It's really silly to make this comparison. Like huh? I mean, I kinda know what they're going for. I kinda know what they're going for by saying this, like, oh, Cinnamon Barf exploited Juni for DoorDash, and then Juni is exploiting her fans for homework answers. I mean, I think DoorDash is more serious. Yeah, it is silly, but I can see what they're getting at. Yeah, it's kind of kind of silly. I mean, I think the exploiting Juni for DoorDash is kind of silly, but I also think this is really silly. So it's like two silly comparisons just combined into one. Oh, okay, oh my god, I can't speak again. Thanks, thanks, Yummy. Yeah, let's not go screaming at people in chat over sharing their experiences. Yeah. Please don't harass Yummy for being in chat, guys. Please be respectful. Be respectful, chat. Getting your fans to do your homework for you is based. I guess. I guess. I can see that. But yeah, don't be harassing anyone in my stream chat, please. Just a reminder. Also, sorry for getting Juni's pronouns wrong. Okay, section 4. General concerns. One of the biggest concerns that has been noticed while watching the videos from Yummi is that they do not fix their actions. Whenever Yummi gets called out, not only does Juni not say anything about it most times, they make a joke about the situation. Cupidite's drama video is an example of this. Juni states many times Yummi is evil, and says they do commentary just to get attention, though doesn't actually try and stop their harmful actions. Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't think Yummi has improved one bit since they started commentary, and they've been saying, I'm gonna do better. Sorry for saying this in the last video. And they just keep doing it. Like the cycle repeats. It literally repeats itself. Yeah, you. Oh my god, I'm stuttering again. You can DM me the stuff. Don't worry. Okay. Moving on. I'm gonna take a look at your DM after this stream, by the way. Another concern is how Yummi handles the topic of pro-shipping. In the recent Antina OC discourse video, Yummi goes on a rant on how pro-shipping is not as harmful as anti-shipping, and frames it as more of a coping mechanism. This stance is worrying due to the fact that pro-shipping normally involves people who show their ships/art publicly in places in which children can access. This behavior can contribute to the normalization of harmful content and become a gateway into grooming. Let me digest this again. Oh, yeah, that's this right here is worrying. This is worrying. I don't like that. Hey, I think pro shipping is chronically online. I'm sorry. I get that pro ship is anti-harassment, but still, a lot of people in the pro ship community ship minor ex-adult and stuff like that. Incest too. Which, I think pro shipping is a lot more harmful than anti-shipping. I'm just gonna say that. It is a lot more harmful than anti-shipping. Oh, that was misinfo, Yummy? Well, I'm gonna be getting into y'all's videos on TikTok, so I'll take a look at that after this talk. Okay, moving on. Juni and Yummy both have talked about their communities being attacked as well. They have expressed on multiple occasions where other content creators' fans have harassed their community through this, and can be seen as hypocritical. Both Juni and Yummy have been shown to do mini raids on servers and participated in larger raids previously. Images shown below are from an ex-moderator's server that was raided by Juni, Yummy, and their fans. People involved have stated they stayed on call in the server for around 3 hours. Yeah, we shouldn't be sending death threats to pro shippers and dark shippers. That is something I disagree with. I mean, I do think they're gross for pro shipping and dark shipping, but we shouldn't send death threats to them, because that's also bad. Yeah, I don't support them being harassed or anything. Yeah, it is better to educate them, definitely. A lot of them are kids, and they don't know the full extent of their actions. Oh, this is the raid. I'm pretty sure I know I saw a video on YouTube about a similar raid. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was the same this same raid, but I did see a video about that. I should probably look it up. You know, I'm gonna look up the video. Let me see. I guess go to streaming. Hello, Jimbo Jimmy. I heard this guy isn't, you know, a terrible person anymore. Jack also raided servers too? Oh man, you gotta send me proof of that. I wanna know what that's about. Yeah, I know there was a video about a raid that they did on someone's server. Oh my god, they re-uploaded it. It's back on the platform. No. No, Yummy. Come on. Yummy. No. Yummy. Yummy, you should have kept this video private. Keep this video private, Yummy. You're just gonna add fuel to the fire. This is the video. Yeah, this is the one I saw. Let's see. sure he just unprivated it because Chrissy started posting about him and Juni again. I mean, I can see why, but I think unprivating it is only going to add fuel to the fire. Should have kept it private, honestly. I was kind of paying more attention to chat, so I'm gonna just rewatch because I didn't really see the screenshots. Okay, so it shows Yummi and Juni hopping into the server. Why is there a not safe for work channel that's merely hidden by a role option? Yellow miner, can I have that role? Alright, and I'm out of here. It's also supposed to be age restricted. Let me double check. That's kind of worrying. I don't think you should have a not safe for work channel as a minor. You literally groomed a 9-year-old. Are you serious? No, I didn't, bro. Go check my previous stream. I'm tired of talking about BAM. I'm tired of talking about BAM, bro. Just check my previous stream. I have a doc about it. You ignorant little goobers. Don't worry, guys. I put that user on timeout. I don't want to talk about the BAM stuff right now. I'm trying to focus on the Yummi and Juni shit, not the BAM stuff. If you want to know about the BAM stuff, go check my previous stream. I'm tired of talking about him. I don't know who Burning Hollow is, sorry. Anyways, continuing. Alright. The screenshots are kind of low quality, so I gotta get close to my screen. I also have bad eyesight. It's also supposed to be age restricted. Let me double check. Yummi sends some goofy shit. Who is this guy? Oh god. These screenshots are really low quality. Hold on. Oh, it's because my quality isn't really that good. Okay, that's much better. Much better. Let's be respectful to people in chat, guys. I don't want to deal with people being shitty to other people. Okay? I'm stuttering again. I'll look at your DM once the stream is over, Kenny. Okay, let me read this. Help old Helix cries. This is so tough, bro. By the way, who are you people? Hello, Malva. My fiance. My fiance is in the chat. Guys, it's Malva. It's my fiance. Okay. Continuing. Well, I'm William. I don't know about these chodes. Hi, Chode Queen. I'm William. Dippy. Who's Dippy? I'm William. Hop off my goat, Yummy. I hate figgots. I'm not gonna say the actual word. I'm just gonna say figgot. What is that about to say? My bad, gang. I swear I'm gay as fuck. Okay. These are kind of unnecessary screenshots. I just want to get into the raid they're talking about. Can we play Roblox? Yummy, can I get free art? What the fart? Wait, I want to see the new one. Bet it cool. Random Dandy's World stuff. Hi, Juni. Who are you? Don't talk to me, you fascist. Oh my god! Juni! Calm down, Juni! Oh my god! What did this guy do to you? Oh my goodness. What is Tim Stoker doing, bruh? What is Tim Stoker doing in my chat, bruh? What is bro talking about? I'm not sure what Tim Stoker's talking about. I'm very confused. I'm just going over the doc, bro. And I'm also going over this raid. Whoa there, man. Shut the fuck up. Stop using hateful language on me. Give it water. This is a raid of some sort, what? I mean, I can kind of see. Because, like, saying this is kind of crazy. I don't even know if they know each other. I don't even know if this guy is a fascist. But, like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to go into a server and say, "Don't talk to me, you fascist!" Grrr! Evil! I'm gonna be evil Juni! I'm sorry. Fagger. Okay. Fagger. I think that's funny. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that now. What the hell? Is this a raid of some sort? What? No. This is about this. Is this about that comment I made on Juni's vid? I mean Yummy's vid. I sincerely apologize, for real, for real. I just joined. I don't know who these guys are. Pokemon. No, it's about you letting minors in the not safe for work channel, bruh. Send comment. I want to see insane work. The hell? Deftones in your bio. Ooh, I love Deftones. I don't though. What? I'm not sure if there's actual proof. Not sure if there's actual proof that that they allow minors in their not safe for work channel. Oh, so oh my god. Is Juni joking about the fascist thing? You know, since they're friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is kind of a lame raid. I wouldn't really even consider this a raid, I'm not gonna lie. What is Kenny talking about? Let's not make fun of a stutter, guys. I literally have a speech impediment that makes me stutter. Also, I'm not believing the misinfo. I'm just gonna time these people out for making fun of my stutter. 'Cause that is not okay. Y'all get timeouts for making fun of me for my disability. That is not nice. I literally told y'all to be respectful in my chat, and y'all don't be respectful in my chat. I'm not dealing with that. Why are we talking about Meowba? I don't fuck with Meowba. I don't like them. For real, Yarny. I just want to look at both sides, bro. I'm literally a commentary YouTuber. I'm supposed to do that. And I'm still gonna be in drama commentary because I like covering this stuff. And I can also handle it too, so. Don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Bro, again, I don't want to talk about BAM. I'm timing you out, cuh. I don't want to talk about BAM. If you want to know about BAM, go to my previous stream. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Oh, so this is Burning Hollow. They have a predator dock on them? Oh no. Oh goodness. So that probably does mean they had minors in their not safe for work channel. Oh boy. No, I don't. That's gross. Anyways, let's just go through this again. Unnecessary screenshot. Went to the concert last week. I want to go to a Deftones concert, for real. I actually went to a Slipknot concert back in August last year. I'm not forcing a stutter, dude. I ain't forcing my stutter. What the hell are you talking about? Gabe is not your goat, bro. He's literally accusing me of faking my disability. I think that's not right. I literally have a disability. Come on. Unnecessary screenshot. Unnecessary screenshot. Well, I don't think that was really a raid. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna be quick scoping anyone that says I'm faking my disability. Cause that's pussy shit. That's not okay. Also, yeah, this wasn't the same raid as Burning Hollow. Oh goodness. I love MSI and the R word. I love MSI and the R word. Oh goodness. Yeah, it really was underwhelming. I'm very sorry, Malva. I didn't mean to swear. I'm very sorry. Why does Gabe have so many accounts, bro? I'm just gonna keep timing you out, cuh. Cause I don't like y'all claiming I'm faking my disability. That's not respectful. Please be respectful in chat. I know, I think Gabe likes me, bro. I think they're a little obsessed with me. Looking at these screenshots. Hold on, let me. Ooh, the math exploitation. Oh no. Ghetto isn't a racist term, by the way. Um, these screenshots are kind of small. Oh yeah, I can see them adding everyone. That's definitely a clear sign of a raid when they start adding everyone like a billion times. I've had raids like that before. I haven't had a raid like that before in a long time, but it does happen on Discord, unfortunately. I see Yummy there. Is Juni there? I don't see Juni. Oh, Juni's right here. I'm gonna stake a shit. Be a back. Oh, be back never. Okay. Okay. Oh, all of you are R-worded, all of you are R-worded, all of you are R-worded. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a raid. But it's not by Yumi or Juni though. It's by this guy named Jordan. I'm not sure if it's their fans. Hold on. I'm gonna reread something. Images shown below are from an ex-moderator's server that was raided by Juni and Yummy and their fans. People involved have stated they stayed on call in the server for around 3 hours. Oh, so they were in this raid. I don't think they... Hold on, let me just look at the screenshots first before saying anything. I'm not sure who Juni is replying to here. Also, this was a raid by Jack's server. Juni and Yummy were ringleaders. Oh, okay. Still think it's wrong to raid a server, though. I think that's really chronically online. I'm gonna be checking. Oh my god, the stuttering. Good god. The Xmod server was raided by Jack's server, not mine, and the reason it was raided was because the Xmods were collecting evidence of Jack grooming me as well as collecting my personal information. Yeah, I do think that is serious. I didn't know Jack was doing all that. That's crazy. I don't think that's right. Don't worry, I'm gonna lock in my panda husband. Oh my god. The stutter. The stutter is gonna kill me. Bro, the stutter I have is gonna be the death of me. I would never raid a server, and I left immediately, and it was gross, and I feel more than guilty for participating in the raid, even if Jack told me it was a good idea. Just clearing stuff up. Okay. I'm very glad you acknowledge that. I'm gonna lock in Malva. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This was 5 to 6 months ago. I would never ever do this again, and I don't even really join Discord servers anymore. I keep to my own. Okay, good. Good. Jack is also a bit weird with minors. I would also have to see proof of that too. Yeah, I would like the screenshots to oh my god. I'm so sorry for my stutters. I'm really sorry. Why are we talking about damage coda? Witnesses and victims of Jack in chat, and still nobody is listening. I'm dead. Huh? I mean, I am listening to chat. I am actually listening to what you guys have to say. Yeah, I would like the doc, please, about Jack. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that drawing of him drawing himself as a school shooter. I did not like that. Oh, these are all the pings. Oh goodness. Ooh. Oh my god. 75 pings and 54 pings. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. Section 5. Ways to do better. Both Juni and Yummi have great potential as content creators. I genuinely believe they shifted their focus away from commentary. Hold on. I think I worded this wrong. I genuinely believe if they shifted their focus away from commentary and online drama, they can improve their reputation. Both seem to struggle with understanding the severity of their actions due to the fact that their age and lack of maturity often leads to unnecessary harm to those involved. Nobody is perfect, but with the size of their audiences, they need to understand when to take accountability, learn from their mistakes, and make a genuine effort to grow and improve. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think they should definitely take accountability more for the wrongdoings. I don't think the doc sended. I don't think it sent in the chat. You'd probably have to go to my DMs. Yeah. I have a Discord server, and you can Oh, the stuttering. I'm so sorry. You can DM me it. I'm pretty sure you can send me a message without friend requesting me. Just, oh my god. The stuttering, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Just put the screenshots in the bag, bro. Put the screenshots in the bag, bro. Gotta put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Yumi needs to greatly work on themselves when it comes to speaking about others. Many issues could have been avoided if they didn't make harmful remarks and instead took the time to listen to criticism, rather than deleting comments on it and disregarding concerns. Ignoring feedback only shows immaturity and recklessness, hurting their viewers' trust. I agree with this whole thing. I agree. I do think they should stop deleting comments that oh my god, criticize them. You know, I think that's kind of immature. The only time when I delete comments is when someone is being disrespectful and not giving me and not giving me oh my god. I only delete comments if they're not giving me constructive criticism, or if they're just being rude or disrespectful. I don't fuck with that. That's the only time I delete my comments, if someone is being rude or disrespectful. I only accept constructive criticism. I mean, I do know what I'm gonna say, but it's like I think my brain goes faster than oh, good God. I have these moments sometimes where I just stutter really bad. It happens I think it happens once a month. Like I can go a day without stuttering, but then the next day I stutter a lot. It's really weird. I don't like it. I'm doing very good. Thank you. I'm sorry if my stuttering is goodness. I didn't think my stuttering was gonna be this bad. I'm sorry, chat. Juni needs to take accountability for letting personal drama get involved in their videos and failing to hold Yummi accountable for their behavior. Rather than making Yummi actually understand the severity of what they're saying, Juni sweeps under the rug any problems Yummi has done and coddles them. I do agree with that. I've seen that firsthand. You know, I've seen them delete comments like you know, I've seen them delete comments like nothing happened. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I do gotta take a deep breath. Hold on. Okay. I'm hoping that calms me down. Again, sorry. Oh my god, I'm stuttering again. I don't think it helps, chat. I don't think the breathing helped. Thanks. Oh my god. Thanks, Juni. Okay, where was I? They also continue to let personal bias influence their commentary videos, which is a serious issue, especially in journalism. Even if they dislike someone, it's important to stay objective, because if not, it can mislead viewers and tarnish credibility. I do agree with that too. think you should remain unbiased if you're talking about someone you don't like. Honestly. You can have bias sometimes, but like depends. Um. Yeah. I have the link to this doc in my community post. Um. While Juni and Yummi are two separate people, they promote each other's accounts and share many of the same viewers because they share a server. This is why Juni needs to be aware that Yummi's actions also impact their reputation as well. True, because I mean they're very close, and I think they definitely encourage each other's actions. Yeah. Yeah, you can't see the doc without the link, buddy. Section 6. Updates and announcements. This section will be for any updates or announcements added to the document. Small statement from the creator of the document. Hi there. I do know that Juni and Yummi have seen this document. While I am a bit sad they are not talking about the main issues being with misinfo, harassment, etc., I understand where they are coming from with the fact this document is not very well made. No, I am not an ex-moderator. Yes, I had spoken to some. I have also spoken to people who used to be friends or had a video on them as well. Announcements. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at your proof soon. I'm not gonna do it in stream, but I'm gonna do it after stream, and then I'll talk to you in private about it. Announcements. 7/2/25. Juni and I have spoken privately about the document created and have cleared up certain points and issues that were brought up. Okay, hopefully this clears some things. Chat. Let's see. I was not aware of the full context during Jack's situation with Juni. He had admitted to only using them for financial gain, which discredits the part where I said it was hypocritical, not needed to be added. Another point that was brought up was Juni and Yummi's part of the raid which was Jack's doing. He was the one who brought them along with Juni and Juni had told me they didn't stay longer than half an hour. Oh, okay. I'm very glad this is all being cleared up by the doc creator. Let's not hang Jack, guys. I don't think death threats are very necessary. My stance on the pro-shipping part of their general concerns has also changed due to much criticism and Juni's explanation. I am now aware of what Yummi was saying to get by in their video. They were not trying to justify it by any means, but instead meant to be talking about children who were groomed into it / found it as an unhealthy coping mechanism. Both Juni and I are at an agreement with learning from mistakes and doing better. Glad. Good. I am grateful for the opportunity to speak to them, and am glad we have cleared things up. Please be aware both Sister and Cubedite no longer want to bring up the controversies, and I believe both have been settled. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, who the Jeek is? Jeek is the tweak is. 6/22/25. Juni, Yummi, and their fans have been harassing others in the server. In their server, I mean. I understand how the situation can be stressful to deal with, but they do not understand the fact that people coming out against them are not doing it to make it about themselves. Rather, they want people to know that this isn't the only time they have done something wrong. Calling people slurs and letting your fans talk bad about victims is not the right way to go about this. I kind of want screenshots of this though. I think there should be screenshots of this here. I want proof. I want the juicy evidence, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I do really want proof of this. Another thing I would like to mention is how they use the fact a lot of these people are adults that they talk about. Yes, being the older individual means you need to be more respectful, but it does not mean. Oh, excuse my yawn. Does not mean that Juni and Yummi can use that as an excuse. They allow their own fans to harass these people as well, then use the excuse, they're an adult, as if it's not normally a 1 to 2 year age gap. I don't know. I don't really have much to comment on this paragraph. Oh, there's screenshots. Is this juicy evidence? I think we should get rid of Jikas because they're making Nazi jokes. I don't like that. Let's not have that in chat. That's weird. Oh. I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna see if I can, like, zoom in on this, because I can't really read it. It's too small. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I might have zoomed in a bit too much, but I have vision problems. My bad. Let me see. Okay. Whoa. Jack is still lying. Cupidite is still art regressing. What does that mean? Cupidite is still art regressing? I haven't seen any regression in their art. What? I actually do have glasses, but I'm not wearing them right now. I can see well. I can see well when it's up close, but I can't see far away. Jack is still lying. Cupidite is still art regressing. Whatever the fuck that means. And people are still lying about shit Yummi didn't do. Again, I think it's really funny Jack's okay with sharing personal information about other people. Yeah, that's weird. That's really creepy behavior. But God forbid you give him the same treatment. Please don't. Then all of a sudden it's boy cries wolf. Top 3 mods. History repeats itself. Is his Sona based off his user because it actually looks like someone's barf with some object show logic shoved into it? Huh? That's kind of funny. That guy who nobody invited. Sister is still victimizing themselves. Well, I mean, Sister is the victim. They are. They are, definitely. I think Slimed Alien is an ass for what they did. Like, seriously, if you look at Cupidite's recent TikToks, their art is actually so shit now. This is so ass. I gotta yawn. Sorry, chat. I don't like talking like that in public because this community is filled with children, and I don't like exposing kids to stuff like that. Surprising, I know, lol. But, like, this is as blunt as I can possibly put it, and it just punched this all into account because Yummi isn't some, like, fictional character that this is a child who exists in real life, and you are spreading around sexual ideas about a real life child. Just think about how disgusting that is. Sister, Chrissy, and Cupid literally all looked at this situation and thought, how can I make this about me? Not really. I kind of disagree with that. I think what Yummi did to all 3 of these people is kind of shitty. I don't like how they handled the Sister, Chrissy, and Cupid situations. I believe Clown's comment in this screenshot is about a person who posted a video joking about Yummi getting off to hate, which we all thought was weird. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I wish there was more context to this screenshot, because I'm just going off I'm just going off this, really. I'm just going off what's provided to me. Yeah, I got a bat as my email pro. Oh my god. Yeah, I have a bat as my thing. I actually don't do art fight. I think it would be kind of stressful for me to do. I think it would be kind of stressful for me to do so many attacks. The situation started about Chrissy, actually. He just made it worse in favor of Juni and Yummi. Sister and Cupid were the motherfuckers who got involved out of nowhere. I don't know how Cupid and Sister spawned in this situation, honestly. Them being a part of this feels so random. Disgusting enough to wanna throw someone in a ditch. No harm. Just have the creep in a place where he can't hurt a kid. Is there any more? Oh, these are update logs. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Okay. Update log, added section 5, updated content warning, officially posted onto TikTok. Updated false claim in section 2, added section 6, and added announcements tab. Okay. So that's the end of the doc, finally. Went over the whole thing. Okay. So we're gonna get into the TikTok stuff. Oh my gosh, the goon pigeons. Guys, it's the goon pigeons. The goon pigeons. Guys, oh my gosh, the goon pigeons. Goon bus! Goon bus! Goon bus! Goon bus! Goon bus! I love goon bus! I want to go on the goon bus! Okay, anyways. Let's see. I know I have it somewhere. Goon pigeon! Goon pigeon! Goon pigeon.
Alright guys, if you're wondering why I sound like I'm literally dying.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the first response that they did. I'm really hoping it. I'm hoping it's still up. Get out of here, stupid pop-up. Oh, yay! Here it is. Let's see.
Hi everyone, you may know me as your tool blocked on TikTok or as Multisanti on Twitter. And believe it or not, a video just got made about me. I know, crazy, right? I would have never suspected it, but here we are. Also, I'm very sorry about the audio quality. I don't have a microphone or anything. It's just my iPhone, so if it sounds like dookie, I apologize for that. And so, a user by the name of Yummi Cactus, I believe, has made a YouTube video about me, basically making all these accusations, which I will get into shortly, don't worry. Now, this video will mostly be covering what they said about me, so if I don't cover them describing pro shipping or whatever, I'm sorry for that. Also, let me just clarify, this is unscripted, this is me just saying what I think, so if it sounds a little awkward, again, I'm sorry, this is my first time making one of these videos.
And Tina, is she...
Also, I don't know if you already watched me and Yummi's recent TikTok responses, but please do. I've been ghosted by P for hours, and they accused me of serious stuff with false allegations for no reason. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching those. Don't worry. Continue.
Is she a Nazi?
Into what you clicked on this video for. Anita.
Her name's Antina, but continue.
Nazi-related criticisms. Right now, this is just broad explanation of my criticism towards this character design and the meaning behind it. But what I can draw from this character is that it's used to promote harassment towards pro-shippers at the very least, which I fully believe is the intention considering the other things the creator has done and endorses. Not only this, but the character is literally drawn as a literal propaganda poster. This character was made to push an agenda and to make anti-shipping seem attractive and normal.
Now, with Antina's design, her design is meant to, give off assertive and confident sort of, energy, aura, you could say. I don't know. I made Antina as sort of a symbol of resistance. As cringe as that sounds, I know, just bear with me here. But I used her as a symbol of resistance against a group that grooms children into their...
We have an ableist in chat. Bro. Why is this guy saying the Nazis were good? What the hell? Okay. Get rid of this motherfucker. Oh, okay, he's gone now. Don't worry, chat. Continue.
Ideology and aims to normalize pedophilia and incest in fiction. Now, this creator has acknowledged that adult pro-shippers can use their ideology to be predatory, and I'm glad about that, but at the same time, they're still trying to portray all pro-shippers as, oh, little babies that just don't know what they're doing, when a lot of them know damn well what they're doing.
Kids. Because the creator likes harassing kids, and they admit this the other day as of writing this. They made a story post that was... Let me just play it.
Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you too.
The video speaks for itself. Chrissy, the creator of it, does not care about the kids who are being groomed by grown adults in the pro-shipping community, and instead of educating and providing a learning space for those kids, they
I think saying that Chrissy doesn't care about kids being groomed is so, weird. Because they literally made an anti-pro-ship OC. And, pro-ship can encourage grooming behaviors. So I don't think they're doing that.
actively fight for the harassment of them. This is
I made that as a joke. I made that story as a joke. Okay? Okay. Now, to address where the I harass kids allegation came from, because I feel like it's very important to say in this video. Basically, there was this user named Cactus. I don't want to share the whole username because, I just don't want to send any more hate to their channel because I just want to leave them alone and just leave the situation alone. But basically, they made pro-ship OCs, like pro-ship chan, comp-ship chan, all those kind of things. And I made a video about them. And basically, it ended up with them getting a lot of hate on their page, but I did not aim to send any of that hate. Hell, I don't even know if I shared their username in that video. But, still, it got them some hate, and now they're trying to accuse me of harassing them. When the situation came back, I found out they were 13. Now, at the time, I did not know they were 13. Maybe I should have done more research, but at the time, I had no idea of their actual age.
Showing off Anita's design, the caption reads, "Guys, I'm ready to be called anything, I don't care, I love her." This is just an admission that Chrissy knew that Anita's design was giving off major Nazi vibes. Plus, the fact that the character only exists to push censorship and to make the opposing party look lesser than is absolute.
To clear the air, I've already made an anti-OC before this one, and I thought, hey, let's draw another one to see how much I've improved, and by God, was that a mistake. And the reason why I wrote that caption is because I got a lot of shit for that first one, and I got accusations similar to the ones I'm getting now.
Me liking a Nazi band.
Not only this, but Chrissy actively supports white supremacist Nazi bands such as Death in June. Now, one Google search will give you all you need regarding them, but seeing as they use various Nazi...
Hey, I'm gonna say it. I do listen to mindless self-indulgence, but I don't support Jimmy Urine. I just like the music. That's literally all it is. Okay? Okay. Oops. I don't want to download the video, bruh.
Nazi symbols as aesthetic background props for their concerts, but along with this, the name Death in June refers to June 30th, 1934, the night of the Long Knives, when Hitler...
I'm pretty sure I made that tweet as a joke, but since this person doesn't know what a joke is, I have to spell it out. I'm aware Death in June uses a lot of Nazi imagery for their band. Let me just make one thing clear. Do I support Death in June as a band? No. Do I like some of their music? Yes, but I do not support them.
Yeah,
Nor
exactly.
do I agree with their imagery at all. I actually find it pretty gross that this person wants to paint me as some sort of white supremacist or Nazi, and I made it super clear in my account that I do not support any of those ideologies, and I'm a pretty staunch leftist. And that's pretty much it for all their criticisms. I might have missed a few, I don't know, I'm just tired. Anyways, bye!
The outro. Okay, that was their first response. I'm gonna go see Yummy's video. Let's see. Peaceless Chrissy has severely harassed people before and even got someone to quit over their art style, and even said they were going to genocide pro-shippers and made art of it. I haven't seen that, so let's see if it's still up. Where is it? I think they took it down. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hi guys, it's Yummy, and before you comment how much you hate me or something, hear me out. A lot of the stuff regarding me has been based off of completely false information or taking out of context, so I'm here to make a quick video explaining everything and proving everything wrong, because there's so much false information out there. Also, apologies if I sound weird. I literally just woke up. Recording this in bed. I'm sorry for any background noise. I've been getting death threats and SA threats over all of this, and I genuinely want it to end, but I can't if people like Chrissy are still spreading misinformation about me. Especially Chrissy, because Chrissy's back on this weird train for a brief.
Yeah, I don't think people should be sending you death threats and harassing you. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right for any situation. Harassment and death threats should not be normalized or accepted.
Brief period, Chrissy had the literally 10 TikToks about me taken down, and I thought that would be the end of it, but now some of the ones with the serious misinformation and the weird harassment are up again. I don't know why they're up again. I'm assuming it's because, I don't know, they just find random dirt and they're like, oh, this is my excuse to bring it up again. And before you say anything, Chrissy isn't their dead name, it's literally their Twitter handle. That's just, This all started because I made a TikTok video that addressed Chrissy posting about their support.
Yeah, I do think Yummy is in the wrong for some things. I don't think they should be doing commentary, I'm not gonna lie. And there's been a lot of people saying, Yummy, don't do commentary, because you love to spread a lot of misinformation and get people harassed. But they do it anyways. Oh, I heard a subscriber notification, thank you.
For a band called Death in June, which is most known for their explicit use of Nazi imagery and glorifying such. I see people saying they're actually anti-fascist, and let me put it bluntly, if this is how you convey anti-fascism, it's a very stupid way to do so, because all it does is attract actual neo-Nazis to come to you. And I feel like it's absolutely valid to criticize someone for, posting a tweet about how they support the band and how they're not going to beat the Nazi allegations that they've been getting. I followed this TikTok up with a YouTube video, and let me be honest, this thumbnail is clickbait mostly. A lot of you didn't watch this video in its entirety, and it's very obvious. But I pointed out that using an OC that actively promotes genociding pro-shippers and advocates for pure censorship.
God, I was really struggling to pause the video. But yeah, they said it themselves. The thumbnail was clickbait. But you're still calling, even if supposedly you didn't call them a Nazi in the actual video, still putting a thumbnail like that is still you calling them a Nazi. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. And I don't think someone should be called a Nazi just for having a red and black colored OC. I think that's stupid. I have many red and black OCs, and I'm not being called out. So, going by your logic, if anyone else has red and black OCs, then I guess they're a Nazi, which is really dumb.
It's very Nazi-esque. I feel like that's an objective fact. And the design doesn't help with that. And objectively, yes, anti-shipping does come down to censorship, but hold on, I also explained that pro-shipping is a community fueled by either young children or grown adults who use pro-shipping to groom said children into believing unhealthy relationships are normal. Am I saying that all pro-shippers don't know what they're doing? No. Am I saying that all pro-shippers shouldn't be held accountable? No. What I was saying in that video is that instead of sending death threats and needlessly calling a 13-year-old a freak, you should put that energy into respectfully criticizing and educating a literal 13-year-old, or go harass a freaking predator in the pro-shipping community instead of like some random kid who was probably groomed into that. Like, good lord. That's what my video was about. And yes, Chrissy, in the past and currently, uses their platform.
It wasn't the color, it was the armband thing and the pose and everything in tandem with each other. It's like when you get sick, you don't single out one symptom, you look at everything together. I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. Like, I get the armband and the pose. I don't even think the pose was really not Naziistic or whatever. But like, I don't think having an armband automatically signals you're a Nazi. I think that's just kind of stupid.
Platform to target people that they do not like online. My video was about this, okay? There have been several instances of Chrissy just harassing random kids online because they don't like them, and now they're using this whole pro-shipper thing as an excuse to harass these kids. There was literally a 13-year-old artist named Cactus who made pro-ship and anti-pro-ship mascots, and then Chrissy made a video about them and even redesigned their anti-pro-ship OC. This is where Antina comes from, by the way. And they made the anti-pro-ship mascot into their own OC, and then they drew that character standing over the decapitated head of the 13-year-old's OC.
Wow.
This series of actions led to the 13-year-old getting death threats and SA threats, like what I'm explaining now. But the 13-year-old wasn't even a pro-shipper to begin with. And Chrissy still hasn't properly addressed this or apologized or taken the blame for the harassment campaign they started, but but let's not forget, though, that Chrissy also started the entire trend centered around bullying this 15-year-old artist for their art style when they literally did nothing. When they were called out for this was their public apology, and in DMs, when I asked them about it, they claimed to have apologized to the person in DMs, but we don't have screenshots of this anywhere, so if Chrissy wants to...
Oh, I was gonna pause on that, hold on.
And Chrissy still really addressed this or apologized or taken the blame for the harassment campaign they started, but but let's not forget, though, that Chrissy also started the entire trend centered around bullying this 15-year-old artist for their art style when they literally did nothing. When they were called out for this was their public apology, and in DMs, when I asked them about it, they claimed to have apologized.
Who've left because of me, who I only make sure to talk about people who've done bad shit. Fucking
but we don't have screenshots of this anymore.
Oops.
Apologize to the person in DMs, but...
Okay, hold on. Fucking fuck, what was their user? They made French art. French art? Never heard of them.
Anywhere, so if Chrissy wants to post
why
them,
does this
they
keep
can,
happening?
But right now we don't have any the blame for the harassment campaign they started, but but let's not forget that Chrissy also started the entire trend centered around bullying this 15-year-old artist for their art style when they literally did nothing. When they were called out for this was their public apology, and in DMs, when I asked them about it, they claimed to have apologized to the...
Okay, let's look at this. French art, never heard of them. It looks Victorian-esque. Small face, big hair. Oh, them. I apologized to them privately in their language and took down the video. I think that's good. Don't worry. I don't think they left the internet. They also had a bunch of other people who were calling their art bad. I'm looking into it, digging through the files. Heh. I saw your apology. That shit was so ass. Oh, yeah. And you clearly haven't changed from it. Yeah, I do think that apology was kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they let. Oh, I already read that. Hold on. Wow. Okay, we got Mr. Private Investigator. I know a guy who knows a guy. You know.
The person in DMs, but we don't have screenshots of this anywhere, so if Chrissy wants to post them, they can, but right now we don't have any screenshots of Chrissy making any, like, formal apology that actually means anything. And yeah, no, these DMs are an admission that they did start this. I'm sorry that the screenshots are, like, cropped and stuff. Also, the transphobia stuff, because this has been a big point for a lot of people. So I made a TikTok discussing how Chrissy had outed people for being trans, and they had allegedly gotten expelled from school for the things they did online. Now, as for the getting expelled stuff, Chrissy denies it and says that they just stopped showing up to school one day, so, alright. But for the outing stuff, hey, did you guys just completely forget in this drama when Chrissy just totally admitted to it and completely downplayed it? Yeah, no, the outing situation put the person who was outed in danger. Even if it was over Discord, there were IRL friends in that Discord server, and that doesn't just magically make anything better. And before you get on to me like, Yummy reached out to Chrissy's abusive friends, they weren't they weren't abusive. Chrissy just made that up. Chrissy flip-flops between abusive and non-abusive in comment sections, and when I asked about why Chrissy was claiming such, it's because their ex-friends distanced themselves from Chrissy, because Chrissy made them uncomfortable. Yeah, and the ex-friends reached out to me. They first reached out to me in comment sections and later got into my DMs to explain stuff. But if someone comes to me with a testimony regarding someone, I am obligated to listen, I fear, you know? And people being like, oh, why are you bringing up IRL drama? I fear that if your IRL actions reflect things you do online, such as harassing people and putting people in danger, then you should just, you deserve to be held accountable for such. I fear that accountability is not, like, solely an internet thing. Like, it's something that can happen to, like, people who do bad things in real life outside of the internet. Now, more about me. I mentioned this earlier, but not only am I getting death threats and rape threats, but my boyfriend is too. Thanks, guys. This is very mature, very great way to handle things. Anyways, Chrissy's gone to my boyfriend's vent post about his mental health, and Chrissy's commented weird stuff, making the vents about themselves. In fact, they responded to one of my comments with, do you love me? And I know it's a joke or whatever, but hear me out. Adults shouldn't be saying that to 16-year-olds they don't know and are actively harassing. But also, along with this, Chrissy made several TikToks about me perpetuating false information with, again, zero screenshots about that, or very out-of-context ones from, like, the DMs. When you see the context, everything flips around completely, okay? So actually, they used a screenshot of our DMs to prove that they didn't out someone, even though before this they had literally admitted to it on their story or whatever, but, you know. But I wouldn't tell them who they outed because I was explicitly asked not to share the person's identity because they didn't want Chrissy harassing them like they've done to the person specifically and to several other people in the past. And also, Chrissy admitted to outing. I cannot reiterate this enough. Chrissy admitted to outing them. Okay, I don't know why you guys just completely forgot about this. It drives me crazy. But also, here, you can close the video down for this one, but here are all of my DMs with Chrissy where they accuse my boyfriend and I of being Nazis, and instead of addressing the issues I bring up, they switch the topic or flat out deny everything, and instead of saying, oh yeah, Death and June is bad and I'm not going to listen to them, they say that they have to wean off their music. I fear if you have to wean off of this, there's an issue at hand. The music cannot be that good, okay? And I got so curious, I just looked it up on TikTok to see, like, if there's, like, any, like, fandom. Surprise, surprise, the fandom's full of neo-Nazis or whatever. But also, surprise, surprise, the music's completely ass. Also, I see some people accusing me of being an MSI fan. I'm not. If I've used their music in a TikTok of mine before, which I genuinely do not know if I have, because I can't recognize their music because I don't listen to it, either I accidentally added their music to a TikTok or something. I don't know where any of the content, I don't know where this accusation comes from, but it's, like, false, so whatever. Also, I hope we can all agree that making a video like this of a real person over drama is really weird. Like, whether
I'm sorry, that was kind of a funny video.
It's immature. I don't care if it's a trend.
I'm sorry, I kind of giggled at that video.
Stuff, and using my Sona for it is just inappropriate at the very least. This video is being made because Chrissy decided it'd be a good idea to make a video about my boyfriend following a neo-Nazi. One, Juni didn't know this guy was a neo-Nazi because Juni only had the art fight profile card to go off of, and this guy had been in Juni's comments begging him to draw his characters. Heads up, you don't have to do a deep dive onto every account you interact with online. And before you ask why this doesn't apply to Chrissy regarding Death and June, Chrissy knew what Death and June was all about, but anyways, Juni DM'd Chrissy trying to clear things up, and Chrissy left Juni on red, and then later doubled down on everything, saying some corny stuff like, I also told your boyfriend that I'm not a Nazi, and that I'm Jewish, but he didn't listen, man. Hey guys, do you want to know why my videos are down? It's because I listen and I disagree with how I worded things, but I do believe that I still had very valid criticisms.
I think you should still keep your videos down. I still think you should keep your videos down. Let me see if it's still up. Oh yeah, it is, I think. I think you should keep this video down, Yummy. Especially if you don't agree with it anymore. Also, I don't think this pose is like in some way Nazi whatever. I don't think this is a Nazi pose. Because there were some people in my chat saying this pose was kind of Nazi-esque, which I don't think so. I think that's just a normal pose. But anyways, back to the video.
But Chrissy doesn't support Death in June. I've been told this in DMs. And that's good, but still, you shouldn't have to, like, whatever. I made my points. Anyways, back to Juni. Chrissy's also spreading false screenshots accusing Juni of being a dead body liker, so this is just simply not true.
Is it actually a dictator pose? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Hi, Raven. Hello. I have never seen a dictator pose like this. And I don't really see any images that says that this is a dictator pose. Yeah, I don't see anything about how this is a dictator pose. If you want to give me more information, I would like that though. Yeah, it's not a dictator pose, Raven. Yeah, it's definitely not. Back to the video.
This is not Juni's Discord profile. It comes from the NecroJimbo server. When someone set their profile as NecroJuni, these are just false screenshots. I don't know. It takes away a lot of credibility from Chrissy, and also, like, I'm pretty sure Chrissy got this screenshot from the Yummy Cactus hate account, which actively manipulates images to create false screenshots. I don't know. If you see screenshots about either me or Juni, always verify they're real, because a lot of this.
Wait. Pocky art, it's not a dictator pose, it's the vibe. Wait, then why did you say it was a dictator pose? I'm kind of confused. I think going off of vibes is kind of not really good. I don't think the vibe is not Nazi-istic. I think it's just because it's black and red. Ooh, the colors of Nazism. I literally have black and red OCs, guys. I'm not a Nazi for that, but like, according to your logic, that would be a Nazi OC, which it isn't. It's literally just black and red, which are good colors that go together. I do like black and red color palettes, but like that doesn't automatically mean it's a Nazi or it gives off a Nazi vibe. That's kind of weird.
Stuff regarding each of us has been edited, and you can like DM us and ask us for like clarification on anything. By the way, like I have to make this video to clear things up because people are just blindly believing stuff, but you know. I've also been called out for having a Sona that's a priest. Hey guys, this is not meant to be an accurate priest design because it has design motifs from construction.
I did think this OC was actually a construction worker. I didn't think it was a priest at first. Cause of the colors. You know? But it's very like commanding and threatening in a sense. I think that was the whole point of the OC. As they said. It's supposed to be intimidating, you know. Raven. I do agree. Especially with the hand doing the next slice, essentially just being threatening in general. I mean, it is supposed to be threatening. That's literally the whole point of the OC. It's supposed to be intimidating and threatening. Because I mean, it's an anti-pro ship OC. It's kind of supposed to be that way.
And like traffic stuff, I guess. But also the design represents a lot of complicated things regarding my relationship with God and the church. And I won't detail stuff because I'm not about to trauma dump to you guys. Just know that I'm Catholic, but it gets complicated sometimes. I don't know. Chrissy identifies as anti-theist, and I'm not sure what that means to Chrissy, but to me and Google, it means that whenever Bro encounters anyone of any religion, they just have to say stuff about how it's all make-believe, or they just have to criticize the religion or whatever, which is like...
I do think saying that, God isn't real to like a Christian or something. I think that's disrespectful. I don't know why that's religion either. I think it's just disrespectful to say that.
That's stupid. Why would you identify as this? I also have been getting allegations that say that my characters look more like Nazis and Chrissy's. Hey guys, this is Feeblev. This is a fictional uniform that has more similarities with the American uniform.
Yeah, I don't think that's a Nazi
OC. Fictional country to address the issues on consumerism and political corruption. Nearly all of my characters
definitely not
fascism, capitalism, greed, corruption, power, just all that stuff. Why? Because I'm a game developer and I make anti-fascist games. So big surprise, I really hate fascism and Nazism. There's a lot of people bringing up a lot of old...
Anti-theism isn't that, it's the belief that religion is harmful. I mean, I can see that, I guess. But at the same time, as long as you're not like saying like, oh, God isn't real to like a Christian, I think you're fine. But if you're disrespecting a Christian or someone else's religion, I think that's, you know, not good.
Drama on my end too, and while I do agree I'm worthy of criticism regarding some of it, there are other things that, like, to the Cinnamon Bark defenders, there's absolutely no way you're siding with the guy who drew himself at school, and also
yeah, that's crazy.
For DoorDash
that's actually really weird.
Transphobic. There is an entire doc on this guy. Shister stuff too. It's all been dealt with. Me and Shister are on not bad terms. I was absolutely worthy of criticism there, and we talked about everything's fine now. There were some misunderstandings on my end, but I'm
glad they're not.
But I thank you guys for like holding me accountable, but it's kind of irrelevant in this situation. Anyways, I don't expect people to go out of their way to defend me, even after everything, because that's not the audience I built. I'd much rather have an audience that points out when I do genuinely make a mistake, and I can have a discussion about it, rather than one that blindly believes everything I say and do and harasses people I don't like. But I also don't want people blindly harassing me, because that's not something I stand for. Anyways, don't harass anyone, and always look for screenshots. Thank you for listening. I really do appreciate it. Hi guys, it's Yummy, and before you...
Okay, so apparently Juni made a response video. I'll check that out. I didn't even know that they made a response video. Let me see. maybe it's on their channel, cause I don't see it. Hold on, let me see. Do. Just art fight stuff. I don't know why my computer's so slow. Nope, not on here. Let's check the community posts. Don't see anything else. I don't know where the response is. Sorry, Juni. I'm gonna check again on your TikTok. Pretty sure this is just animation, but checking just in case.
Stupid Cupid, you're a real
Yeah, this is
mean
just the
guy.
animation. Yeah, I don't see any of the response. I'm sorry. Let me see. Here we go.
Alright guys, if you're wondering why I sound like I'm literally dying, it's because I got laryngitis from my cold.
This is a P's second response, by the way. This is the response to the Yummy video.
But that's not gonna stop me from replying to Yumi's video, so let's get into it.
Hi guys, it's Yummy, and before you comment how much you hate me or something, hear me out. A lot of this.
If you want me to be completely for real, people kind of have reason to criticize you, and deleting everyone's comments is not gonna fucking make you. It's not gonna make the situation any better. I'm sorry.
True. I don't like that they delete criticism. If it's constructive, don't delete it. But I mean, if it's like rude or something, you can delete it, absolutely. But yeah. Oh, okay, I'm gonna watch Pocky's in a minute.
Sorry, but it has to be said.
About their support for a band called Death in June, which is most known for their explicit use of Nazi imagery and glorifying such.
Okay, I think I made this pretty obvious, but I do not support Death in June. I think I've said this like a billion times. Only like 2 of their songs, and I've heard information about them, but I do not support them. And I find it extremely weird when they say I support this on video, but then clarify at the end of the video that I don't support them. Like, please pick a storyline.
But
yeah, true.
Doesn't support Death in June. I've been told this in DMs.
Like, at least be consistent.
People
yeah.
saying they're actually anti-fascist.
I think you should always be consistent.
If this is how you convey anti-fascism, it's a very stupid way to do so.
I am very much anti-fascist. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that I don't share any beliefs of Nazis. Actually, on the contrary, a lot of Nazis hate me because I call them out a lot.
It doesn't attract actual neo-Nazis to come here.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of neo-Nazis hate me because I hate lolicons. A lot of neo-Nazis, especially on Twitter, are lolicons. A lot of neo-Nazis are pro-shippers. And I've never met a Nazi who's anti-pro-ship, but I've met Nazis who were lolicons. I've met Nazis who were pro-shippers.
and now they're using this whole pro shipper thing as an excuse to harass these kids. There was literally a 13-year-old artist named Cactus who made pro ship and anti-pro ship mascots, and then Chrissy made a video about them and even redesigned their anti-pro ship OC. This is where Antina comes from, by the way. And they made the anti-pro ship mascot into their own OC, and then they drew that character standing over the decapitated head of the 13-year-old's OC. This series of actions led to the 13-year-old getting death threats and SA threats, like what I'm experiencing right now. But the 13-year-old wasn't...
I already addressed this in my first Yumi response video, but, they haven't covered that, so, I'll just clarify again. They make it seem like I've been harassing this person for months, but I've barely interacted with them, and I didn't even know their age at the time. Now that I know their age, I just don't want to talk about them anymore because I don't want to cover literal baby.
Phobia stuff, this has been a big point for a lot of people. So I made a TikTok discussing how Chrissy had outed people for being trans, and they had allegedly gotten expelled from school for the things they did online. Now, as for the getting expelled stuff, Chrissy denies it and says that they just stopped showing up to school one day, so, alright. But for the outing stuff, hey, did you guys just completely forget in this drama when Chrissy just totally admitted to it and completely downplayed it?
I was literally just being honest about the information because I literally just said something I thought everybody knew in a group chat full of friends. Like, I didn't out them to a teacher or to the whole school or to an adult. It was just a group of friends, and I thought they knew that about them, but I guess they didn't. It's just a bit obtuse to act like I full-on outed this person when I just said, oh yeah, this person is this, to people who I thought knew about it.
Having a sonnet of the priest. Hey guys, this is not meant to be an accurate priest design because it has design motifs from construction and like traffic stuff. I guess.
I don't think your son is problematic, it's just a bit ugly.
Atheist, and I'm not sure what that means to Chrissy, but to me and Google it means that whenever bro encounters anyone of any religion, they just have to say stuff about how it's all make-believe, or they just have to criticize the religion or whatever, which is like, that's stupid. Why would you identify as this?
Just to clarify, I'm anti-theist because I hate religious institutions, not because I hate religious people or think they should be harassed for their religion.
Okay.
Or face, racism or anything. Like, I'm not for that, but I am anti-religious establishment. Also, that Captain Fantasy person drew my characters as lollies and, like, harassed me for, like, ages. I'm pretty sure Yumi doesn't know this, but I think it's pretty important.
I also have been getting allegations that say that my characters look more like Nazis than Chrissy's. Hey guys, this is Steve Webb. This is a fictional uniform that has more similarities with the American uniform.
Okay, I don't think people are saying that because they genuinely believe you or your OC are Nazis, but it's pretty hypocritical to call every vaguely militaristic OC a Nazi when you yourself make militaristic OCs.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know, man. Okay, I'm done. I just can't. I'm battling like several respiratory infections and 2 fucking sighs. Please help me.
Don't worry, bro. It's gonna be okay.
Bye. Alright, guys.
Okay, that was the end of that. I'm gonna look at Pocky Art's response because I guess they made one. Boobies? Why is there boobies on my screen? Is this Pocky Art? Let me see. Oh, I think I saw this earlier.
Okay, so I don't usually make videos like this on TikTok, but it's genuinely gotten to a point where I've just become so sick of this situation that I need to say something about it, because the amount of misinformation that's being spread and the amount of stuff that people are just taking and running with without researching anything is getting on my nerves. So hopefully if you're watching this, it means you already know what's happened in this situation. If you haven't, basically, there's been this guy, their username is You're Triple Blocked. If you've heard of them, I'm just gonna refer to them as P, mostly because that's what their username is on TikTok, and that's what most people refer to them by, and I don't really feel like using their Twitter name, because then I don't know if that might make people think I'm digging for stuff, or if they think that if that's their dead name or I don't know. I'm just gonna call them P, even if it sounds stupid. It just makes more sense for me. Anyway, back on track. So they made
I do like your art
anti-friendship
though, it's very
mascot,
pretty.
which was a little bit of a questionable design. I'm not really going to put any points in there because I don't really care about that situation. And content creator Yummy Cactus made a video about the questionable design, pointing out stuff. And in their comment section, a few of P's ex-friends ended up commenting on the video about, like, P doing stuff like this in the past in, like, real life. And I want to clarify that this is the only contact that Yummy had with these people. So all of those claims about Yummy going out of his way to, like, contact these people, there is no evidence, there is no screenshots, there is no nothing aside from, like, 2 comments where they've been like, oh hey, P did this, and then Yummy replied to someone saying, oh, this person said that P did this. No kind of proof. Probably, I mean, I agree that it was probably a bit of a weird thing to bring up in the comment section, but there was no relation anywhere. And due to this, these ex-friends that have gone around the comments saying stuff about P, unfortunately dead naming P from what I've heard. So P has gone on to their TikTok and stated that Yummy is dead naming them, which isn't true because these are P's ex-friends, not Yummy. Yummy is not dead naming them. Yummy is not making videos where they're gonna dead name them. Yummy does not give a shit about any of P's personal information, and P has made claims before in their TikTok stories about Yummy and Juni making an expose video that's apparently going to be doxing them in the next, like, 24 hours or something like that. Juni and Yummy are 16-year-olds on the internet. They are not interested in doxing you. That's not something they do. That's not something they've ever done. Your ex-friends, maybe, yeah, but your ex-friends are not Yummy and Juni. And I want to point something out here. So, this logic that by Yummy giving these people a platform and all this makes...
I mean, I can kind of see why they're kind of scared that Juni and Yummy would lead to, like, some kind of doxing thing, because a lot of their supporters will go and harass people and dox them. So I know where that worrying comes from, because I've seen it with Cupidite. And, you know, yeah, I've definitely seen it with Cupidite. They do have fans that will go harass people and dox them, and I think they should, you know, explicitly state that they don't allow doxing nor harassment. Okay, continuing.
Them by association dead naming you. You giving a platform in your comments with actual bad people like Cupidite, Cinnamon Bath, who I personally have been affected by and do not like at all. Cupidite being a person who has sent literal CSEM in both DMs and in their server to a group of people who included minors. So, by your logic of Yummy being a dead namer, doxer, etc., by letting these people in their comments, would that logic not also make you an enabler, a literal spreader of CSEM online by letting these people in your comments? Now, I'm not throwing any accusations, but if people are throwing these accusations at you, it's pretty important to know where these accusations are coming from. If I had to take a guess, would probably be from you letting these people into your comment section and letting these people continue to have a platform when they shouldn't. You should be making damage control. If you're so adamant on making videos about these people, you should make a video clarifying, I do not support the views of these people. I will never support the views of these
definitely.
people.
I
Do not
do
listen
think there
to
should be
these
some
people in my
clarification.
comments. Now, this isn't even the part that I want to talk about. So, the issue that I have with this whole situation is the fact that a lot of these things that Cupidite or Jack have claimed have come with no evidence, other than a comment. There has been no given proof of any of these things. So I'm pretty sure the claim that Yummy was siding with abusers came from either Cupidite or Shista, who gave no evidence, just simply said it in a comment, and now it's being spread around like the gospel. And that is the problem I have with this situation, is that no one is fact-checking this stuff. Everyone's just seeing one comment saying, oh, Juni did this, or oh, Yummy did this, and they're just going around, and that's now becoming the new truth. And it's...
Yeah, I mean, I'm kinda confused about the situation too, because of the screenshots and stuff, and like, you know, the context and stuff not really being clear. It has been very confusing to believe, you know, who is telling the truth. I'm not sure if Yummy is telling the truth. I'm not sure if Chrissy is telling the truth. I'm very confused. I do hope to get, you know, some more clarification soon on that. I'm hoping, because I want to know who's not lying and who is and who is, you know. Sadly, creators cannot control their fans, and I'm 100% sure they stated they don't support that, nor do they like people doing that. Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't think anyone can control their fans. I think it's kind of wild to just expect a creator to control their fans like that. Anyway.
It's just genuinely infuriating, because these are the same people who will go out and say, oh, you can't believe fake news, people write fake news. Just because it's written down, you can't believe it. And then they'll turn around and do shit like this. It's just genuinely infuriating. And how are you supposed to even do anything in the world today if you read one paragraph and run with it like that's your new philosophy? Now, I know I'm completely unrelated to this whole situation, but I am a person who has been in contact with Yummy and Juni, and I am a person who strongly believes that before you make a judgment on a situation, you should look at every angle and keep an open mind. And while I do feel inclined to be on Juni and Yummy's side, I do still believe there are some points that lean more in P's favor than Yummy and Juni, like the entire start of the situation, which I think was a little unnecessary. And you're allowed to disagree with friends, you're allowed to disagree with people that you like, you're allowed to disagree with creators you like. And when you don't, even though you probably should, that is something that's called a parasocial relationship. I guarantee you guys that agreeing with a creator you like is not going to make them like you, and it's not going to give you the attention you want. You're not going to be their best friend because you've agreed with an opinion. In their head, you're probably just going to be that one guy that said, oh yeah, you do that, and then that's all you're going to be to them. I am very much willing to DM anyone who wants to know further about this situation or just wants to talk it out or debate, because I have talked with people in the past about this situation, and once explaining it to them, they have gone, oh, yeah, that was a bit stupid. Why did I believe these things that had no proof or no screenshots? Also, a quick message to P. I know you are genuinely struggling with your mental health. I have seen the tweet about you wanting to off yourself, and I think that's not a good thing to be sharing to the internet. You really need to go and seek professional help. A bunch of people on the internet are not to do anything, and tweeting about it is probably only going to make your situation worse. And something else that will also make your situation worse is continuing to talk about the situation. I know that Juni asked you to take down those videos for a stalemate, and you proceeded to put them back up when they had no relation to the current situation that you are now involved in. Anyway, so much longer than I wanted it to be. If you did watch all the way through the end, thank you very much. And like I said before, the offer for my DMs to have a civil conversation still open. I'm not going to try and change your mind, but I would appreciate it if you kept an open mind when talking to me, because I genuinely just want people to see the bigger picture rather than make a judgment right away. Okay, so I don't usually...
So that was their video. Overall, I'm kind of confused on the whole situation now that I have like more like context and stuff. Like, I don't know who's saying, like, you know, I don't know who's telling the truth or not. It's really confusing to me. But yeah, I think that was everything I had to cover. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed too. It's kind of late. But yeah, that was the stream. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye, y'all. I'm also gonna be making a video about this, so you should stay tuned for that too. I'm gonna be working on my script for that soon. Yeah. So, bye.